factorial. Okay, so what is the factorial? For example, if I say 5 factorial, the symbol of factorial is uh, this one, 5 factorial, which means I have to start from 5, multiply with 4, then multiply with 3, then multiply with 2, then multiply with 1. So this is the definition of factorial. If I have 5 factorial, I have to start from 5. I have to multiply all the numbers from 5 to 1, or maybe you can say 1 to 5. So if I multiply this one, I think I'll get 5 4 is 20, 23 is 60, 62 is 120. So my answer is going to be 120. Now if I go for example 10 factorial, if I say, so 10 factorial is going to be 10 into 9 into, then 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Okay, so this is what answer will come. As the same way I can write 10 factorial as, maybe let me put here only, 10 factorial is equals to, someone can write 10 into 9 factorial. Okay, or if you want some cases you can write this as 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 factorial. This way also I can put. Okay, as per we required, as per our question we make it. Okay, instead of writing 7 factorial, if you want to stop at 8 only, I can put this as 8 factorial. So like this, if I go for n factorial, if I want to generalize the formula as n factorial, should be a small letter, n factorial, capitalization, just a minute. Yeah, n factorial if I want to put. So I have to start from n, multiply with, if you observe here number, for example, if I go for 10 factorial, I have here 10 into 9. 9 is 10 minus 1. Then here 8 is 10 minus 2. 7 is 10 minus 3. Then 6 is 10 minus 4. 10 minus 5 is 5. 10 minus 6 is 4. So like the same number you are decreasing by 1 1. So first n factorial, if I want to say n into n minus 1 factorial, if you want to start here itself, or you can write the same thing as n into n minus 1 into, then you have n minus 2 into, then n minus 3 into, till where I have to go, this process will continue till 2 multiply by 1. So I have to reach anyhow till the number 1. Okay. Students, please join on time. Whole class get disturbed. Okay. I hope this thing is clear for all of you. How n factorial is defined as, n factorial can define as n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 into, and so on till 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. For example, if I take n as 10 here, so it will become 10 factorial. So you'll get 10 into 10 minus 1, that is 9 factorial, or 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 into, then and so on, means 6, 5, 4, 3, then 2 into 1. So here this is n factorial. Is anyone has doubt in this n factorial definition? Is it clear for all of you? Say yes or no. Okay, good. N factorial definition is clear for all of you. That's good. Now what I do is, before permutations we discuss, right? Let me give the proper definition of the permutation. Yeah. A permutation is also a, whatever we learned in the previous class, arrangements, number of arrangements we discussed, how many ways we can arrange them. Each arrangement we call it as a permutation. Like in the previous class we discussed, if I take the word rose, ROSC, rose, we discussed the question how many letters I can generate from the letters of the word rose, a four digit letters, how many you can generate it, that we discussed, right? 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 without repetition. If it is with repetition, then it is 4 into 4 into 4 into 4, that is 256. That's what we discussed in the last class. I hope everyone remember. So each one is called, each arrangement is called one permutation. For example, ROSC is a permutation. Then REOS is another permutation. Or if I put SORE is another permutation. So this process continues. Okay. So each one is, we call it as one permutation. If you want proper definition, a permutation is an arrangement in a definite order of a number of objects taken some or all at a time. In the previous class, we discussed all at a time. We are not discussed about the sum at a time. The following subsection will, okay, what do you mean by sum at a time? For example, let me take the word as we discussed. The small letter is coming. ROSC, rose. ROSC, rose. Okay. In the last class, we discussed how many four-letter words we can frame it. Like if I ask the question by using the letters from the word rose, how many three-word letters we can make? I mean, three letters word. Okay. As we discussed, three-letter word means it has to be one hyphen, second hyphen, third hyphen. So I have to use, maybe let me put two letters over it only. I have to use the letters from the word rose. I have to make the new words without repetition. Can anyone tell me how many we can make? Let me see if somebody has given the answer. Yes. One has given the answer. What about others? Yes, 12 it is correct. Because in the first place, I can use any of the four letters. In the second place, I can use any of the three letters. Because one already is in the first place. So other three letters out of three, I can use any one. Okay, so here I use the sum of the letters, not all the four letters. Okay, that's what they used in the definition, that sum of the letters or all. Here they use the word sum of the letters or all at a time. So now the formula arises for permutation. For example, if we have n objects, the number of permutations of n different objects taken r at a time. What is r represents here? R value may be 0, greater than 0, or r value may be less than or equals to n. It may be equals to n or it has to be less than n. So the formula for R is, okay, let me type here. Here the explanation is something like, you have n objects. I have to put small letter. You have n objects. Out of n objects, you have to select R. Okay, like here I have four letters R, O, S, C. Out of four, I selected here two only. So here n value will be 4 and R value will be 2. Sometimes R value, in the previous example we discussed, if I take all four letter words I have to make, then n value is 4, R value is also 4. Okay, so that is the meaning of n and R. Out of n letters, I have to make R letter word, where R can be less than n or R can be equals to n. So then we have the formula for, let me insert the equation for the permutation formula. This will come here, n, then again here put, let me put suffix P for permutation and here R. So the formula for permutation is NPR. That means out of n objects, I have to take R objects, where P represents permutation. Okay, what exactly it means NPR? So the formula for NPR is, let me type the formula, then I'll explain what exactly it stands for, how we derive that formula. So here it will come, NPR formula is n factorial upon n minus r factorial. This is the formula of NPR, n factorial upon n minus r factorial. So how this exactly is defined? So to understand this formula, let me take for example one example so that you can understand this formula easily how it is derived. Let me take one word, permutation. For example, this word, no, not permutation, because can you give me any one English word? Okay, design, DESIGN. Okay, here I have the 6-letter word design, where there are 6-letter alphabets in it, and each alphabet is different. Okay, now out of this, for example, if I want to make 4-letter word, can anyone tell me how many words I can make? Let me see, somebody give me the answer. 20? No. 24? No. Check, you have to make 4-letter word. Out of 6 letters, you have to use 4 letters. So here first case will come 6 without repetition, of course. 6, 5, 4, T. 6 5s are 30, 34s are 120, 120 into 3, 360. Okay. Is that clear for? Yeah, 360 you are given answers. Those who are given 20, 24, 30, I am not getting how they got those answers. Okay. Here out of 6 letters, I have to make 4-letter word. So first place it will take, out of 6 I can use any 6 letters, any one of the word. So 6 options are there. In the next place I have 5 options, next place I have 4, next place I have 3. Now, okay, now what I do here is, which is equals to, that means if you want to find the answer of this one, generally we write this, how we get the answer is 6 multiply with 5 multiply with 4 multiply with 3. 6 into 5 into 4 into 3. So in the next step, what I do here is, let me insert the equation. The same equation I can rewrite it as, let me copy this one. 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 upon 2 into 1. Can we write this way? Just a minute, it's not small x. Yeah. Can we put this way? 6 into 5 into 4 into 3, the same word. I am rewriting it as 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 upon 2 into 1. Is this valid way of writing? Is there any changes in the values? No, right? The step is clear for everyone. Just we are rearranging the terms. We are not changing its value. This value still give me, even if after simplification, this entire value still give me answer as 360 only, because 2 into 1 will get cancelled. Okay, which is equals to, next step what you can write here, it is, let me insert the equation. Now in the numerator, 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, which is nothing but 6 factorial, right? Just now we discussed from 6 to 1, I have multiplication of all the numbers. So that means it is a 6 factorial. In the denominator, you have 2 into 1, which is nothing but 2 factorial. So this is the answer which I got by our regular method without using the any formulas, whatever the discussion with this. Now let me use the formula. What is our formula says? Let me insert the equation. Our formula is NPR. If you want, let me type the formula here. NPR formula is n factorial upon n minus r factorial. If I solve the same question with the help of formula, let's see what you are going to get, which is equals to, now here n value is 6 and r value is 4, because design has 6 letters, so n value is 6 and you are making 4-letter word, so that means R value is 4. So let me substitute the formulas here. Value of n and R. So n value is 6, so 6 factorial upon, here you will get 6 minus R value is 4 factorial. Okay, so which is again nothing but same, 6 factorial upon 6 minus 4 is 2 factorial. So my answer is going to be 6 factorial upon 2 factorial, which is same as the method which you saw, same answer as which we got without using any formula. Okay, that means this formula which we are using, that is same as the way, but every time writing this way and solving it, it may feel sometimes difficulty. That's why I need a standard formula which help me to solve it without any what you call drawing the lines, then thinking of, if I know out of n objects, if I want r objects, my formula for permutation is npr, which is n factorial upon n minus r factorial. Okay, so do you understand how this formula is valid? Yes or no? Yes. So now onwards, for the permutation, we have a formula, and the formula is NPR, where n is the total number of objects and r is number of objects we are selecting out of n. And the NPR expansion is n factorial upon n minus r factorial. So let's take, an examples how this is going to. Here a lot of explanation is given. Just go through the same way. So there are examples. For example, evaluate 5 factorial. So in the textbook, they are taken 5 into 2 into 3 into, sorry, 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. Or maybe you can write multiplication is commutative. You can write in any order. Now, second example is 7 factorial. That is from 1 to 7, they multiply. See, in the third example, they are given 7 factorial minus 5 factorial. You cannot write this as 2 factorial. Most of the students do the mistake, 7 minus 5 is 2, so it is 2 factorial. No, because 2 factorial answer will give me 2 into 1 is 2. But you see 7 minus 5 factorial, what you got the answer? 7 factorial minus 5 factorial. 7 factorial value is 5040 and 5 factorial value is 120. When I do the difference of their answers, 4920. So 7 factorial minus 5 factorial is not going to be 2 factorial. I have to expand 7 factorial separately. I have to expand 5 factorial separately. Then both the answers you can subtract. Okay. Next, 7 factorial upon 5 factorial. Let me solve this example. 7 factorial upon 5 factorial. Instead of 6 factorial, let me put here this is 7 factorial upon 5 factorial. So I'll solve two ways. Okay, so that you can understand both. First, 7 factorial formula is 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Then 5 factorial formula is 5 into 4 into 3 multiply 2 multiply 1. Now as it multiplication, this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in the denominator will get cancelled with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in the numerator. Okay, because it's multiplication, so I can cancel it numerator and denominator. Now what you left out in the numerator is 7 into 6 will be left out, and the denominator 1 will be left out. So 7 into 6, 42. So the final answer is going to be a 42. So next step, instead of writing all these, because generally what happens is it takes time to copy and writing everything. What I can do here is, let me copy the same question. 7 factorial is equals to, already equals to there. Let me insert. Both are same only, the way of solving. What I can do here is 7 multiply with 6 multiply with Instead of here, I'll put just 5 factorial. I can write that way also. 7 factorial is 7 into 6 into 5 factorial. And the denominator is 5 factorial. So both the 5 factorials will get cancelled in the numerator and denominator, which is 7 into 6 is 42. Okay. So this is same way of solving, but what is here the easiest way is I no need to expand in the numerator 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the denominator also you have to expand 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just we are a little bit lazy to solve it. I mean, write each and every step. Both are valid step in even in the exams. You can use any of the steps as per your convenience. Okay. So next example we have 12 factorial upon 10 factorial into 2 factorial. Again here 10 factorial into 2 factorial. You cannot write 10 into 2 is 20, 20 factorial. That is not correct way to solve it. Okay. So what is the question is given? 12 factorial upon 10 factorial multiply with 2 factorial. Okay, that's what they are given in the question. So can anyone tell me? Take your time. You can solve this orally also. It will not take much time. Try it out without using pen paper. If you can solve it by orally. 12 factorial, you can write it as. Let me see if somebody has given the answer or not. 66, 61. Size inverse 61. How? Yeah, it is 66 because 12 factorial you can write as 12 into 11 into 10 factorial. So 10 factorial will get cancelled. So in the numerator we left with 12 into 11 and the denominator 2. 2 will get cancelled in 12 6 times. So 6 into 11 is 66. Okay. Achha, by mistake, that's fine, no problem. Yeah, it is 66. Those who have doubt, you can work it on it using the pen paper, then you solve it. So like this we have then example 7 they are given n factorial upon r factorial into n minus r factorial when n equals to 5 r equals to 2. Just substitute in the question. You'll get 5 factorial upon 2 factorial into 5 minus 2, that is 3 factorial. 5 factorial upon 2 factorial into 3 factorial, then simplify. Yeah, this 8th question I will explain you. 1 by 8 factorial plus 1 by 9 factorial. Okay, this answer is going to be a 66. Next example we have here is, let me insert the equation. This is 1 upon 8 factorial. This is also easy only. Plus, what is given? Let me see the question once. 1 upon 8 factorial plus 1 upon 9 factorial. Here 1 upon 9 factorial is equals to x upon 10 factorial. Then they ask what is the value of x. This is x upon 10 factorial. What will be the value of x so that LHS and RHS are going to be same. It is very easy. Just we have to manipulate the things. Here, let me copy everything once again. This 9 factorial, what I do here is, here I'll put 9 multiply. So here denominator we have 9 factorial. 9 factorial we can write as 9 into 8 factorial. Even here also 10 factorial you can write as 10 into 9 into 8 factorial. Okay, 10 factorial I am writing as 10 into 9 into 8 factorial. What is the use of writing like this? There is a one use. You can take 1 upon 8 factorial common from LHS. Okay, if I take 1 upon 8 factorial common, because 1 upon 8 factorial is there in the LHS and in RHS both the ways. So take it common, just 1 upon 8 factorial. Then let's see what are the things you left out here. If I take 1 upon 8 factorial from the first term, 1 will be left, plus here you left with 1 upon 9, because 1 upon 8 factorial already common. So here you left with 1 upon 9, which is equals to, you can put fraction x upon, you can put here x upon 10 into 9 is 90, multiply with 8 factorial. I think 8 factorial can get cancelled in the numerator in RHS and LHS. Both the ways it will get cancelled. Now what we left out in the new LHS is 1 plus 1 by 9. 1 plus 1 by 9, if I take LCM, I am writing the step directly. I think it is going to be 10 by 9. Right? 1 plus 1 by 9 is nothing but 10 upon 9. In RHS you left out x upon 90. Right? This will be x upon 90. So I think denominator 9 will get cancelled in 90 10 times. So x value is going to be 100. X equals to 100. Is that clear? Yeah, somebody has given the answer. X value is 100. Yes. So these questions are easy. Very easy, right? Now 7.2 exercise we have. You have to find the evaluate. First one is 8 factorial. You can expand. Then 4 factorial minus 3 factorial. That also you can expand. Is 3 factorial plus 4 factorial is equals to 7 factorial? I will say answer is no, but you have to justify why it is no. Then compute, find the x value. These are all questions you can solve it easily. Now what we do is we'll come to the actual word problems, how this is going to. Here one more thing is given. Permutation when all the objects are not distinct objects. Okay, let me come back to the discussion point. First, before we go to the next topic, first let me know all these examples we explained, definition of the factorial, and then how to justify. These all things are clear for everyone, or anyone need any explanation? Yes, students, I think it is clear for all of you. Now, next thing is, sorry, I'll not say next thing, next topic we can say. Here, for example, ROSC, the word I use ROSC, or here I use the word design, DESIGN. All of these, there is no repetition of the letters, like R is coming only once, O is coming only once, S, E, there is no repetition of any of the alphabet. Even in the design, there is no repetition of the alphabets. Okay. Now what happens is, for example, like in the previous one of the way somewhere I written permutation, then I remove the word, I have written the design, because here if you see T is repeating twice. Okay, TATION, that means T, the letter word T is the letter T is coming twice. So here the number of permutations will decrease than the actual. Generally, for example, if I want to make 5-letter word from here, okay, so how many letters are there in permutation? 3, 6, 9, 11 letters are there. If I want to make 5-letter word, according to the permutation formula, it will be 11P5. No, here the number of letters words will be decreased, because T is repeating twice. Even if it repeats thrice, 4 times, let me show you why the number of letters will change. For example, here they taken the word root, ROOT. Here O, the letter O is repeating twice. Okay, 2 times O is coming. So what they have done is, for the first O, they are given O1, that means, and the second one, they are given O2, that means R, O1, O2, T. This 1 and 2 represent first O, second O. Now what happens is, for example, when I want to make the 4-letter words from the alphabets of root R, O1, O2, T, or maybe I'll write R, O2, O1, T. That means I interchange the position of O. First O1, O2, second place is O2, O1. Still my word is going to be root only. It doesn't matter O1 will come first or O2 will come first. Still it will give me root. Similarly, if I rearrange tour, T-O-O-R, you take O1, O2 first and second, or O2, O1 second and first. Still this word will give me tour only. That means even you have the different way of writing, but eventually it is going to end as root only. Even if here it is going to end as tour only. Similarly, ROTO, whether you put O in the first place, first O, second O, or second O, first O, still it will give me ROTO, ROTO. Similarly, TORO. That means the position of R, even if you exchange the position of the O's in the 4-letter word, still it is going to end with the same letter. Are you understanding what you mean to say? So these are the few letters which you have to make, where they eventually end with the position of O doesn't matter whether you put first O, second O, or second O, first O. In that order, the order of the O does not make any difference. It is going to end with the same. So that means when the permutations, in the permutation, when the letters are repeating, okay, when the letters are repeating, your number of words which you are going to make is going to decrease. It's not same as the without repetition of the alphabet. Is this one clear? How the number of arrangements are decreasing? Yes, students, I want an answer from everyone. Okay, why it is decreasing? It is clear. So that means I need the separate formula when the number of letters are repeating. So it is simple. For example, here T is repeating. Actually, my formula is if there is NPR. For example, I want to make 5 letters word. 5 letters word I have to make out of 11 letters. Okay, here N value is 11, R value is 5. According to my permutation formula, it should be 11P5. Okay, so let me copy that formula. Where is NP here? Here I'll paste it. NP5 is equals to, here N value is going to be 11, R value is going to be 5, but there will be a difference here. I'm not going to use exactly NPR. Here the formula is going to be, let me write here. For example, T is repeating twice. This formula is going to be, it means equation. In the numerator, you are going to get 11 factorial only, as usual. 11 factorial upon 11 minus 5, because you want to make 5-letter word. Here one extra term will come into 2 factorial. Why this 2 factorial I am multiplying is because T is repeating twice. So that's why a T is coming 2 times. That's why I have to put it as 2 factorial. Now, so this is the number of permutations which you are going to get when I use the 5 letters word. I want to make 5 letters word out of using 11 letters. Okay. So you can simplify further. I think it is easy for you to simplify. For example, let me take one more word, Mississippi. For example, this is the word I have taken. here I want to use all the how many rearrangements I can do. So can you tell me how many letters are there in Mississippi? 4 plus 4, 8 plus 3, 11 letters are there. So how many? I want to use all the 11 letters words I have to make. That means here n value is 11, r value is also 11 because there are 11 letters in Mississippi, and I want to make 11 letters words. So what answer? Anyone can guess? Just you guess it. How many letter words? I don't want the final answer. Just you tell me in terms of factorials. Let me see if somebody has given. No guessing? Or are you taking time to type? Okay, don't worry. Let me show you how this exactly is going to, sorry, equation. Uh, First, n factorial. There are 11 letters, so it is going to be 11 factorial upon n minus r. N minus r means n is 11 minus r is 11, so 11 minus 11 factorial. Okay, according to the formula I have to stop here, but here now the letters are repeating. Now how many letters are repeating, how many different types of letters are repeating, and how many times it is repeating? For example, s I take, s is repeating 4 times, so it is going to be 4 factorial multiply by, because not only s, some more letters are repeating. For example, I is repeating 4 times, it is going to be 4 factorial into, what else is repeating? One more letter is repeating. S is repeating 4 times, so first I kept 4 factorial. I is repeating 4 times, I kept 4 factorial. Then P is repeating. So P is repeating twice, so it is be 2 factorial. Is there any other words are repeating? No. Only S is repeating, I is repeating, P is repeating. So as many times the letters are repeating, that many factorial are coming. But in the previous example, what happens is only T is repeating. That's why I kept only 2 factorial. No other letters are repeating. But when it comes to Mississippi, the S is repeating 4 times, I is repeating 4 times, P is repeating 4 times. So I have to put 4 factorial into 4 factorial into 2 factorial. 1 4 is for S, another 4 factorial is for I, another 2 factorial is for P. For example, some other letter is repeating twice, then again I have to put 2 factorial. Now here the question arises, 11 minus 11 is going to be 0. Is 0 factorial is going to be what? If 0 factorial is 0, then denominator is 0, it is undefined. Getting? If it is undefined means you cannot make any words with Mississippi. Other than Mississippi, you cannot generate any other words using the letters from the word Mississippi. Is that true? We can generate, right? So 0 factorial is not going to be 0. 0 factorial is going to be 1. Because out of 11 letters, not taking any one of them is also going to be one arrangement. Keeping every block is empty. That is also going to be 1. So 0 factorial is going to be 1 always. So that means you are going to get 11 factorial upon 11 factorial upon 4 factorial into 4 factorial into 2 factorial. Okay. So this is the final answer for when the letters are repeating multiple times. Okay. Is that clear for everyone, or anyone has doubt? Please let me know. Let me see if anybody has the doubt. 0 factorial is 1 as given. Yeah, all of you have given the answer correct. 0 factorial is 1, but why it is 1? That is the explanation which you have. Now, when I move to repetition is allowed. So here the definition given: if the number of permutation of n objects where p objects are of the same kind and the rest all are different, the formula is going to be n factorial upon p factorial. And the next theorem is given, the number of permutations of n object where p1 objects are of kind, p2 objects are of second kind, pk objects are of kth kind, then the rest all are different, then it is going to be n factorial upon p1 factorial, p2 factorial, k, pk factorial. Here p1 p2 means like in Mississippi s is repeating, that is p1 objects are repeating 4 times, then I is p2 is I objects, I is repeating 4 times, so 4 factorial into 4 factorial into then p is repeating twice, so that's what this is formula for different objects are repeating different. Now how many 4-digit numbers can be formed by using the letters, sorry, by using the digits 1 to 9? Just quickly, can you give me the answer? You have to use the letters digits from 1 to 9. How many 4-letter words you can frame? I am waiting for your answer. You have to use the digits from 1 to 9 and 4-digit letters you have to make. Yeah, somebody has given 9 factorial upon 5 factorial. Yeah, that's correct. 9 factorial upon 5 factorial. NPR, right? Yeah, 9 into 8 into 7 into 6. That is also correct. Okay. Yeah. So like this, you can try as many as examples you can solve it. Let me go to, yeah, these all. This all we will solve it later on. So complete that exercise. So which one? The second exercise. First